Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I'm bringing you some more Overwhelm gameplay. This time we're playing Gwen with LeBlanc and Darius. And now the idea with this deck is pretty straightforward. We use the Gwen package, the Fourier, the Host, the Butler, the Protege, just get a bunch of Halo triggers in the graveyard, and then we can combo out with stuff like our Might, or just stuff like the Ballista that already has Overwhelm, Darius that has Overwhelm, the Great Hammers that can give one of our units Overwhelm that doesn't have it. So we combine that with the Might plus this big Halo buffed unit to just push a ton of damage into the opponent. And if we want to attack again, we do it again with the Wound Reckoner. And if that's not enough, we can just atrocity right into their face. This deck is all about just going straight to the opponent's face with the Gwen package combined with Overwhelm. And that's all we're going to be doing in today's video. So hope you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match we're going against Akshan and Samira, so I need to kind of like just rush them down before they get to their whole shenanigans. This hand is not great either, but better than the first hand that we had. Opponent kept 3 cards, so good chance that they have the Samira, which means that we should not play this Phantom Butler at all. I might play this Strike at the Band on our next attack, just so that we have multiple Halo for when the Gwen comes down. The more Halo I can get early, as well as the more chip damage, the better it is for us. You can let them do whatever they want here. They could play their 3-drop here to have a fearsome blocker. If they do, I think I'm okay with that. I'm gonna just play the Ghastly Band. If the opponent tries to, yeah, like that's what I figured. I figured that they were gonna have the Vagabond, right? Yeah, I think we just go like this. We go like this and give it to them if they want it. That's gonna be triple Halo buffs in the graveyard. The problem is how easy they can kill the Gwen if they have access to a strike, right? And that's what kind of makes me hesitate about this Gwen. Like, the fact that they could just strike the Gwen is a problem.
Villains beware.
Now, they didn't play the equipment here.
Need to make a name for myself. Just
There goes Samira. So the good thing here is that the opponent playing Samira probably means that they don't have a way to actually... They can't really kill this Gwen here, right? They cannot kill this Gwen. We can go ahead and drop the Gwen. They could have access to a Siphoning Strike, right? So if they have access to a Siphoning Strike, I'm a little bit upset here. This is gonna be 7 damage. I mean, sorry, yeah. I think we just go for it, right?
What a joy.
We'll go for this 8 damage for now. Quicksand, that's fine. You still have to sacrifice your units to kill this with the Quicksand. And I'm still pushing 2. Shapestone. Okay. So we'll go like this. We'll trade with the action. You predict. The problem is that the opponent still gets the Samira, right? Like, I would have preferred the opponent blocked it with Samira instead of the action. And I definitely don't want to play this Might if I don't need to. Like, I'd rather eat up that Quicksand right now so that I can set up for a lethal attack later on with the Might and the Wound Reckoner. Plus all the Halo buffs that we have, right? It's going to make our Overwhelms more of a threat against the opponent.
This one could use a trick.
They'll have 3... 4. They really need just 2 cheap cards to get there.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
They ought to play all out.
follow me.
You have another one? Wait, why does that matter? I think, did they forget? Okay, I see what they wanted. They wanted to get the Warlord's Horde. Alright, I get it. They wanted to get the Warlord's Horde before the action died. They need 1 more card. They need something that's 2 or less to be able to level up Samira. The Flare is 5, and the Estro card gives them the 6. Okay, well, they don't level up Samira. So they don't level up Samira here. They have to do it again. I mean, they will have this thing anyways, right? So they'll be able to do it.
This should be fun.
They'll be able to do it, right? They will be able to do it eventually. Because they're gonna have the strike, right? So I'm gonna just give them the host.
One and all to the Midnight Rebel!
I'm gonna give them the host. If they want to play their strike, they're more than welcome to. They'll probably have access to this Warlord's Horde as well. We'll go like this. Like, I'm positive that the opponent has something like a, what's it called? So I want to play this, and I want to play the Might. Like, I'm positive the opponent has something like a Siphoning Strike, right? If we eat it up right now by playing the LeBlanc first, because it's only 7. I guess we can just go like this. We can just go like this, see what the opponent does. If they take that 7, then it's getting closer and closer for the Might to be a threat. Interesting. Interesting. Because I can play the Ruin Reckoner now. And I can target either one of these units and just win the game, right? This is going to go to 9. I guess he's not winning the game. No, 9 minus 5 is going to be 4. Yeah, so here they have the strike. So they're going to have the action spell. The grappling hook. So they go for the grappling hook here. They get to kill this guy. We'll go ahead and drop the LeBlanc down. If we give them the Lucky Find, opponent can get this Warlord's Horde on the field. And they'll be able to draw more. So maybe we just go ahead and drop it now. This is 10. Plus the Might is going to be 8. I want to do this before they can get the Lucky Find and be able to trigger the Warlord's Horde. So I think it's probably correct to go this way. Because they're forced to block here. We saw them use a Quicksand earlier. What if... Let's commit to it. If they have it, if they have the answer, they have the answer. Let's commit to it. They already used a Quicksand earlier, so I'm betting on them not having a second one. They have to literally use Absolver twice just to live at 1. So they have to use the second set of Absolver here. The bad thing is that they could actually use the Flare as well, and they could actually level up the Samira. And if their Samira is leveled up, it's still a problem. They did throw away a second Samira earlier. Yeah, so this literally lets them live at 2, right? But hey, guess what? 2 is enough for Gwen to kill them, right? So 2 is enough for Gwen to kill them. They do get the Sentinel's Horde here. As long as they don't find a second Samira, I should be okay. So as long as they don't find a second Samira, I should be okay. If they find the second action, I guess it is what it is. They get a unit to put all this Lucky Finds on. Alright, that's not a second Samira. They do get a target for their Lucky Finds at least. We have 8. Let's play this LeBlanc out.
Having to put my face on.
Let's be mana efficient. I don't want to lose a single point of mana. Just in case that I draw something next turn that costs me like 2, right? They get the Challenger, that's fine. I say that's fine, but it's not fine, right? Challenger quick attack, alright? So you get to kill LeBlanc for free. It's just this Gwen. It's always just this Gwen, right? I guess not anymore. Not anymore because of the shadow in the brush. Okay. Alright. We're gonna show them the Redeem Protege first, and then play the Iron Ballista.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
Alright. So again, opponent's gonna have to find that quicksand. Because now the Overwhelm is killing them. Playing the Gwen doesn't make sense because opponent has the Avenging Bastaya here. So playing this Gwen doesn't make any sense. Opponent has to have a buff plus the strike. If I go Redeem Protege, I'm go 4 wide. So even if the opponent can kill this Ballista, it doesn't matter. Alright, so this is game, right? We're 5 wide and have an Overwhelm. We can force it out of them. We can force this out of them by playing the Gwen out. So this is gonna force 3 mana on the Avenging Bastaya, and the Gwen stays alive anyways. Let's just level her up right now. I guess she won't level up. She'll go to 9. We'll be 6 wide, and there you go. So now we attack. So we attack now, and by us going 6 wide, the opponent has to spend 3 mana here. They will have to have exactly... No, even if they have exactly Quicksand plus the Bastaya, it's not enough. Because we're 6 wide and opponent's only 4 wide. That's the one weakness that the Samira deck has. That unless you have Samira on the field, or unless you get like a Shapestone, you don't really have a burst speed way to self-target your own unit and be able to do a strike, right? The only strike that you can do without... Like, I'm talking about the grappling hook. The only strike that you can do would be the Siphoning Strike. And even if they play that on the Overwhelm, we still had double Redeeming Protege, which would have been enough for us to present lethal with. So a little bit lucky on our side that we got the second Redeeming Protege, but he ended up letting us get there, so GG's. In this match, we're gonna against Cosmic. Alright, so this version is the PNC version, playing Aphelios, and also playing Viktor, which is interesting. I got mulligan everything. The Phantom Bowler is good, but I think I want to kind of get more bigger punch, right? I want something bigger than just a Phantom Bowler. So here at least we have multiple 1-drops that we can play, right? So we're able to at least get some value out of this. Opponent could be playing a more PNC removal package rather than actually playing... It's possible, right? They could actually be playing like a PNC removal package rather than actually playing the target name bulk, right? Yeah, they just want to get the Steri Stamp. That's cool. Let's go for the Iron Ballista. Let's just push all this damage through. If you have the stun, you have the stun. You can stun both of these. I'm still gonna go ahead and throw with just camp. And if they do have the Crescent Strike, I want to eat up the Crescent Strike right now so that it doesn't work for my Gwen later on. So again, we knew that was gonna happen, so we'll attack here. They choose not to block, which is, I guess, that works. I can see why. I can see why you don't want to block. I can see why you don't want to block. Alright, I respect that. I respect it. So we'll go for Gwen.
What is all this?
Let them do whatever they want here. You're gonna discard a super cool shot, right? Because it's the same thing as using it. It said it costs you 1 less mana. I guess they could discard something else instead. Nope, they're gonna discard the cool shot. Alright. Charger, alright, so they have a blocker for the Fearsome. Do we ever play another Butler here? Maybe, right? And having this Thread the Needle plus Mark of the Isles doesn't seem bad to me. I think we just want to put pressure on them. We just want to put pressure on them. So doing it this way, I think is completely fine for us. Go like this. Anywhere they block, this Mark of the Isles is a threat. This could be a threat. We start getting all this Halo triggers, so the Overwhelm is going to become more and more valuable as the game goes on. Our opponent doesn't have enough for the Cosmic Call, and we know that they don't have... Okay. Sure, what is this Hush doing for you? I guess it's helping you here. And then you discard here. Alright, let's... I would like to kill this Zoe. She's about to level up, right? We can leave this Gwen alive, but it's the same thing as us replaying the other Gwen. If we want to kill this Zoe... Like, I kind of want to play this, but at the same time I don't. I need to... I think I do need to kill this Zoe, though. But I don't want to get rid of that second Gwen. We have options. We have options what we can do here. It's cheaper for me to go for the thread the needle. Let's just go like this. Let her level up. Let her level up. Let her level up and we'll just develop again and kind of go from there. If we get another Overwhelm, we kind of just win the game anyways. The opponent still has to worry about these fearsomes. And we have the Ruin Reckoner afterwards. So we can play this second Gwen. We get the Mountain Scryer. Cool. So they will be able to level up right here.
In times of crisis, an aspect descends to herald the reshaping of worlds. And get
Has a fearsome blocker. We'll go like this.
to see. Where do I start?
At the beginning, madam.
We'll go for the second Gwen. They get another scamp. I mean, they still cannot block this, right? The problem here is that they do get the Beholder Infinite. If I can get Atrocity, that also helps us out. There's only one Hollow on the grave right now. If the opponent gets the lifesteal, that's going to be a problem. Serpent, alright. So everything is Challenger. And we'll just go for it, right? We'll just go for it and play the Ruin Reckoner. This is gonna deal 2 guaranteed. You have the Fearsome on one of these guys coming through. Opponent goes down to 1 HP unless they have a Mystic, so now they just lose the game here. So now here they just lose the game, right? They will have to have another removal. So if you don't have another removal, you're losing the game right there. You go Pale Cascade, so you're gonna draw. I'm tempted to... Okay, well, they don't have anything. I was tempted to go for the Willing Death, right? I was tempted here to go for the Willing Death into the...
Every moment of this has been a joy.
Because that would let me level up the Gwen, and then we can go follow up with the Ruin, with the Fallen Reckoner, right? So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Ziggs and Taliyah. So, usually aggressive decks tend to do well against the Shurima piles. Let's see if that's also the case with this deck. The Might is pretty good, but the opponent does have Quicksand. Okay, Atrocity is amazing. They do have the Rare Negation, but still, the Atrocity should be good. Kind of letting us push some extra damage if we need to. What I'm thinking here, if the opponent plays the Rockhopper, right, I might just give them the Butler and let them kill it. Then I can play my Redeem Protege with the Grey Hammers if the opponent plays a 6, right? So the Redeem Protege can get blocked by a 6 technically, but not if I put the Grey Hammers on it. So we can go like this. And I like the Redeem Protege over the Iron Ballista, regardless if the opponent plays 6 here. If they just play the removal... okay, I forgot about Drop the Bomb, right? I did forget about Drop the Bomb being a card. I was thinking of the Rite of Arcane. I was like, if they play the Rite of Arcane, that's kind of crazy for us. But I did forget about that. I did forget about that. Alright. That's on me. Let's go for the Opening Foyer. Let's go Opening Foyer. Gets me the Hallow stack. Then we can play Gwen next turn. If the opponent has the Desert Naturalist, I'll welcome them to do it. Because the problem is that the Gwen is going to just get punished here by the opponent actually having their thing. The Rite of Arcane now, right? So like if the opponent actually does play the Rite of Arcane here, they could kill the Gwen. I still think I drop it down though and tell them to have it. Yeah, I think I just drop it down and hey, if you have it, you have it. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm 1 off. Because I'm 1 off.
What a joy.
What if we just might an Elixir of Wrath right now?
Catch. It's gonna blow.
What if we just might an Elixir of Wrath right now? Level up the Gwen so she's no longer in range of Vital Arcane. If the opponent has Quicksand, I'll eat her up right now. So what this does for me is that my Gwen is no longer in range of Vital Arcane. And also levels her up, and opponent is down to just 4 HP, and we continue getting Halo buffs. And we can give her Overwhelm. This guy's gonna get to 6, which, cool, whatever. Yeah, you see that Vital Arcane right there? You should have used it before I attacked. You should have used it before I attacked. So now you're gonna have to have a Pokey Stick, a Drop the Bomb, or a second Vital Arcane. I mean, that's a lot of options, right? That, like Pokey Stick, Pie Toss, Drop the Bomb, Vital Arcane. You have a lot of outs. You have a lot of outs. I'm not gonna front. That's this is a good draw. Okay. I can just pass, right? It's on them to actually find the way to kill this. Yeah, it's on them to kill this. So we can go Iron Ballista here. And that gives me the Overwhelm to push lethal with. That's 4 Halo deaths. Yeah, okay, so this is game unless the opponent... Oh, we should have done Drop the Hammers. If we went for Drop the Hammers, opponent can never stop this, even with... I'm gonna do it right now. Even if they have a Quicksand, the Overwhelm stays. Because the Quicksand doesn't remove the equipment. Yeah, so they go like that. We'll go here. And then we present lethal. It's exactly enough to go over lethal. And then we have the Atrocity anyways, if we need to. So this is exactly enough for 4. And if the opponent plays anything else, we have Atrocity. Because that means that they will have tap out of the Vital Negation, right? I messed up, right? I should have just put the Grey Hammers last turn. It still ended up working out, but that was definitely an oopsie. Because if the opponent had a Stone Landmark, I would have been a little bit sad there. So GG's. In this match, we're going against LeBlanc and Viego. So is this just like a miss printer? Not a miss. Like, what's that new card? It might be a printer, right? It might be a printer deck. We'll see. We have the Foyer, we have the Redeem Prodigy, so we will get a lot of stacks pretty quickly. Oh, is this just a Reputation deck? Reputation? Reputation, alright. They're probably always gonna block this, right? They're always gonna block the Redeem Prodigy here. They could also have like a Soul Harvest or Quactus if this is more a control deck. We play Foyer next turn. Then we play Butler. And start getting value that way. I do want to see my Gwen. That's a huge deal. Wow, interesting. I wasn't expecting that Spellslinger. I was not expecting that Spellslinger. You can go Foyer into LeBlanc.
The best blocks
Okay.
are beautiful.
That gives me a blocker for the LeBlanc. We don't need to block the Snapper.
Smoke and mirrors.
Here we can go LeBlanc. We won't have access to the Willing Death. That's the only reason why I'm considering not having LeBlanc. But having this LeBlanc is so juicy here. If the opponent has another stun, they will still have to sacrifice their Snapper. Alright. We'll go like this. This is fine. You don't have a good block here anyways.
Gonna get bit.
Okay. Let's kill all their units. Let's kill all their units and next we'll have Willing Death. If we trade now, I think it's better for us than trading later. The problem is their LeBlanc will level up. Ours was one off.
What a treat.
I have to let it happen, right? If the opponent has like a vengeance, it's too much of a punish.
I am everyone.
It's too much of a punish if the opponent has like a vengeance, right? If I try to go for the willing death. Undergrowth? Or just that, right? That's cute. So this is more of a control deck then. That's what the opponent just showed me there. So I do have to worry about vengeance then. I think I still always drop this Darius down. I think I always drop this Darius down anyways, right? And we can always go like this. We're gonna go for this Whirling Death and kill LeBlanc. If the opponent has their own Whirling... With 5 mana, if it was 6, I would still be scared of Vengeance, right? But because it's 5 mana, I'm less scared than I would have been otherwise. We still have a blocker. Opponent has that stun, but we can always open attack. They have another soldier. Doesn't matter to us. We can play the Strike of the Band to get more Hollow Deaths. Yeah, I mean, it's the only play that I have this turn anyways. Okay. We'll go like this. We have the Litzer Raft to give us the blocker here. Or you can just let me get my Butler, I guess.
Not so fast.
Let's just kill this. That's their biggest blocker. That's their biggest blocker, so let's just kill it right now. That way he's actually forced to have like a vengeance, right? So that way the opponent is actually forced to have a vengeance to actually kill us. This is 7. If we go like this, is this a troll? Is this a troll? I think that's a troll. I think we just go like this. I think we just go like this and hope for the best. If the opponent has vengeance, they have the vengeance, right? If they have the vengeance, they have the vengeance. I can't stop it.
Delicate fop.
Alright. Good thing I didn't go for that play that I was thinking of, right? I think it's always great to force them to have that vengeance. I feel like the way that the opponent was playing, never tapping out of vengeance, kind of gave us the hint. They always tapped out of vengeance, right? Which gave us this hint that they probably didn't have it, so GG's. In this match, we're gonna get Zoe and PNC. If they play Mystic Shots, it makes my LeBlanc pretty awkward. This Ballista is not bad, but I'm trying to look for my Hollow triggers. I don't hate Darius either. I think having like this big unit on the field is gonna be a problem against the opponent. Okay, so I guess we'll go for a little bit slower. You didn't get Zoe on turn 1. That's so surprising. I'm so used to going against Zoe on turn 1. Oh, it's just a Timelines deck. Alright, so it's nothing that I needed to worry about. For some reason I thought it was an Invoke deck, right? But it's just Timelines. I feel disappointed. I'm so disappointed right now. All of that to just play Timelines. Come on. Come on. Really? It's just Timelines, man. Let's give you the Willing Death. Let's give you the Willing Death. If the opponent has like a Sunburst, they can technically, you know, try to deal with this Gwen next turn. If they have the Meteor Shower, they can kill the Gwen. But it's gonna allow my Ballista to attack anyway. So let's just drop this Gwen down. So the Meteor Shower is the only thing here that's annoying. Thermal. Alright. So then we attack for 5. That's why I didn't mind developing the Gwen, because it gives me the Halo buff anyways. And we can start working on getting this Darius down. Oh, perfect. So we can go Butler into Darius. I'm still concerned about whatever card the opponent picked from the Priestess. They haven't shown us yet. If it's a Fallen Comet, we lose the Darius.
I help when I can. Shut up when I can.
What if it's correct for us to not play Darius?
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that?
What if it's correct for us to not play Darius so that we can actually play around that Fallen Comet, and we can always just Atrocity with Darius in the field? I guess it's a big commitment, right? Because, like, I don't want to play Darius until the opponent taps out of like a Fallen Comet. I guess that's what I'm getting at. We'll go like this. This is pushing 3. This is pushing 3, so that will level up our Darius. And we're chilling. So we'll drop down this Darius. Okay, well, I guess Darius is not leveled up, guys. Never mind. Never mind. It's not leveled up. Bell Cascade is annoying here if the opponent actually has it. Let's just drop Darius anyways. If the opponent has that Falling Comet, I'll let them have it next turn. I think it's correct to put the pressure into them. So Fallen Comet is a problem. But that's tapping them out completely of mana this turn if they play it. That's not a Fallen Comet. Interesting. I wanted to use their Equinox here first. Oh, it's just a charger? Which gets transformed into something else, so you probably get a worse 1-drop out of that. I'm trying to debate. Because I feel like I want to level up this Darius this turn. So maybe we go for the Phantom Butler. Into the Might. Into the Mark of the Isles. That's 7-9. It's going to be just enough to actually level up this Darius. Right? So we go Might. Mark of the Isles. That's 9. Enough to level up Darius, and then we attack with Darius. Alright, cool. So Darius is leveled up now. The level up will not go away. This means that now Atrocity is a real threat now, because the opponent's exactly at 10. You go for the Thermal here, but you still have to worry about this guy and my Darius. We have Atrocity into Mark of the Isles if we need it. So we go like this. This is 10. No matter who you block with. Hush. Atrocity. Especially if the opponent doesn't block this Atrocity. The opponent got greedy. They could have actually lived if they have the heal, right? But they didn't block this card, so hence I just being like that. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Annie Jhin. Okay, the stuns are really annoying against us, right? Okay, this host is not bad. Let's see if we can find some other early stuff. Strike of the Band might not be bad because he can settle for like a big lethal. Okay, so we're gonna have to go for like a big lethal, right? The opponent gets the Annie, unfortunately, so we can't really block with the host. I think I'm just gonna push the 2 damage and try to, like, again, start working on just pushing damage so that we can settle for a big lethal with all our buffs, right? I'm gonna just say that I can attack here. We can go Iron Ballista and Strike of the Band. I just need to not die. I just need to not die, which is a tall task, right? That is a tall task, actually. Rearguard. Let's go here. This gives me a blocker for the Roki. Unless the opponent has the station, right? If they have the station, they can stun this. Yeah, that's a rear guard again. I think that's fine.
I'll do better this time.
Wait, so they decided not to attack with the roll key.
Don't mind me.
Okay, that's okay. Not attacking with the roll key, I think, actually makes sense, to be honest. But not anymore. Now that we do, like, at first it made sense. I don't know that it does anymore. I guess we can go here. I might keep up this strike. Okay, so
You'll make something of yourself, yeah?
if the opponent does what I think they will and actually block this protege, do we ever just kill the gem? Like, they should not block this.
From your canvas art.
Again, I don't think they should have blocked this, right? I'm gonna go for the ephemeral. Just because I want to keep the Elixir of Wrath for that one big lethal turn, right? Oh no. You know what? I needed to keep the Mark of the Isles. I needed to keep the Mark of the Isles because it protects me against a Fervor. So if the opponent has like a Fervor, I'm gonna be in a really bad spot. That sucks. Yeah, if they have a Fervor, I'm in a really bad position.
In the way.
Noxus will pay for what they did to us.
We can throw the Iron Ballista down.
Just gonna put this here.
That's not correct, right? Because, I mean, we'll just block here. We'll block here. We'll go Midnight Raid.
Backfired.
And just do it now. Yeah, the Mark of the Isles will have protect me against a Fervor, which I think was more important for us to commit the lethal. I guess if the opponent is going for Fervor, we're still in a decent spot though. It means that they're not going face. But they will have this Annie leveled up pretty shortly. So like if they go Fervor right here, right? I think they just probably want to block here, no? Like you just take the trade. I guess their concern is that next turn they're gonna have to block the Void Reckoner. I can see their concern. They definitely have Fervor. I don't think you ever take that long if you don't have Fervor. Like that wouldn't have made any sense. This allows me to play Void Reckoner into Might again, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you. And just play the second Void Reckoner and force you to be able to force you to do something with this Annie.
For the glory of Noxus.
Again, I'm concerned about the Fervor. That's it. Okay, so we just win the game then, right? All right, never mind.
First the smoke, then the
Opponent tapped out. Opponent tapped out. Is that enough actually? So they might. Yeah, because we get 4 more from the Hallow, plus we get the 3 from the Might. You never tap out of Fervor there. You never tap out of Fervor there because this is just lethal because of the Might. I understand opponent didn't play around the Might, but I'm an Overwhelm deck. This is what I do. So, GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games of Gwen, LeBlanc, and Darius. I don't know how I feel about this deck. It's fun, right? If you can get the combo off and use them multiple times, you kind of just surprise the opponent. You can like Might and buff up your units. So you just have this big attack that the opponent cannot deal with. Darius ends up being really nice, especially in combination with Atrocity. Like, there's a lot of surprise factor here. Opponent has to always play around that Ruin Runner, like that Ruin Reckoner, sorry. There's a lot of good surprise factors here. But I feel like the deck is like lacking something. Like, I mean, it feels like it's not consistent enough. Sometimes I end up with like, the wrong side of my deck, if that makes sense. Like sometimes you end up with too many of your spells, or you might end up with too many of your units and not combo pieces like the Ruin Reckoner or some of your mites, etc. that you need to just push that last set of damage, right? At the end of the day, this deck is just trying to combo out. You need to find that one turn. You need to find that one turn where you can just go all in. You have already exhausted a bunch of the opponent's resources, and you can just go all in and present lethal. You have like a lot of Hallow stacks, whatever, right? It's difficult to find that one turn when the opponent can easily remove a lot of the units that you can stick on the field, right? So that's kind of the hard part with this deck, is having your units stick while also trying to find that one big lethal turn that the opponent cannot stop. But there's so many things out there that can stop that, and that's why I don't have a lot of confidence that this deck is actually that good. Now, it is fun, but it's not anything crazy. In terms of the strategy, right, it's very simple. You first want to get the Halo package, right? So you want to get your Gwen and all the Halo units and start buffing your Halos in your graveyard. That way, your Overwhelms after that, your Darius, your Iron Ballista, anything with the Great Hammers or anything with the Might is actually going to be really powerful and pushing a ton of damage. So Halo package is what you want to mulligan for, and the units that you want to play first. Then towards the mid game, that's where you want to start transitioning to your Gwen, your LeBlanc, your Iron Ballista to start pushing damage that's going to stick against the opponent. A cool combo that you can do, by the way, is that once you have leveled up LeBlanc, that mirror image can be used in your Wound Reckoner so that you get another Wound Reckoner. So that's another way that you can potentially finish games, by kind of be able to cheat out a second Wound Reckoner, or be able to cheat out like another Darius in certain situation, or another Gwen. Like you can preemptively give the Gwen like Overwhelm with something like Might, and then be able to use the mirror image, and then both your Gwens will have Might, for example. So it's summons and it's sack copy. So there's some cute combos that you can do with LeBlanc, and that's why LeBlanc is in this deck, and that's kind of what you're going to look for in that mid to late game. Your Gwen, your LeBlanc, Darius, Iron Ballista, and Reckoner combo. And then if the game goes farther than that and you haven't finished the game yet, then that's when you want to look for your Atrocity. But again, for the most part, before you get to that Atrocity turn, try to see if you can find that one turn where you can just go all in on one of your units as Overwhelm and just put Elixir of Wrath, Mark of the Isles, and Might into it, and just push a ton of damage into the opponent. Once you're able to get them at least below like 10, then that's when you can start looking for a potential like Atrocity combo play to be able to finish them off. With that said, and that strategy in mind, again, mulligan just for the Halo package, especially the Opulent Foyer, is so good at just getting you all those stacks that you actually need to get your units bigger and bigger. So yeah, I mean, that's all I can give advice to in this deck with this deck. Hope you get to these games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.